Welcome everyone to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors The Story Mode. This is the definitive edition on Nintendo Switch. That means it's got all the DLC that was on the 3DS version. I think you could get the DLC on the Wii U version if you did something, I don't know, but it has everything here, so we're just going with that. I did play my first impressions of this way back, but we're starting from scratch here. This is another stream LP that is supported by my Patreon patrons. They voted for me to play this. And joining me for this, as always, is Yoshi.
Hello, everybody.
And Jacob.
Hi!
This is a game that came out on the Wii U and the 3DS and the Switch and your toaster at some point.
Where's the jokes about this coming out, huh? Skyrim haters? Oh, that's fucking commentary.
Three consoles.
So I did have a question. It is my understanding that you can play as Breath of the Wild Zelda in this game, can't you?
I believe so.
All right, I gotta buy it. I gotta buy it right now.
Yeah, I think it's the Switch version though that you got to do that in.
Yeah, but I actually have the Wii U version, and I have actually never played this game because it doesn't look like I have no idea if I'd like it or not. But now that CJ had the Wii U version, I'm gonna try it out eventually, and then if I like it, I'll buy the Switch version.
It's a good time.
Well, the Warrior Styles games are all about like over-the-top beat-em-up action.
Right. The thing is, it looks. Everyone says it's monotonous, and it definitely looks so. So I'll see if I enjoy it, if I can kind of get over the monotony, because I'm sure like if you can, it's super fun. But I have no idea if I will or not.
From what I understand, Hyrule Warriors is one of the really good ones of like the entire Warriors franchise, as it were. And it's like loaded with Zelda fan service. So, if those two sound like your thing, then yeah, this is a good time.
Well, I mean, my Zelda fandom is very limited. Like, I love Breath of the Wild, but that's like, and a few 2D Zeldas. That's about it. But either way, I'm gonna try this one day. These cutscenes feel like they should be voiced. Like they're very cinematic.
There is voice acting, but it's like only for the narrator.
Oh, really?
And then Link said "Hiya" and shit.
Shit. He said falling down a cliff.
It's the same narrator from Pikmin 3. And so he said "Hiya" and died, but no one cared.
So you just button mash and go through waves of enemies. The little ones don't really attack you much. The big ones might, but you kill them pretty quickly anyway. You do have actual Hyrule guards helping you out. I say helping you out, they don't really do much either. But it is nice to actually see the guardsmen of Hyrule trying.
Right?
Whoa! Trying as hard as they can. For the most part in these games, you're usually going to be doing everything.
Oh, just the way we needed a fairy.
At least they're on the front lines. They're like pretending to do something.
Ah, but she's not Navi, she's Proxy. As in, she speaks for Link. I'm Peroxide.
I make your hair lighter.
I'm in you, and I make you talk.
Well, I aimed that one wrong. That was a special attack.
Oh, well, you got 4 out of 50. That's a little something.
That's alright, I'm sure like the super meter charges up quick. You're just mowing people down. Keep attacking even though we're losing horrifically.
Now let's see. Can I change the controls? Because it's a little weird.
I can't tell who sucks more in this situation, like Hyrule's guards or the Bokoblins. Like, where just this one dude, this one blonde dude comes in and is like, I'm gonna kill all of them on my own. Like, that means that they're super weak, that they can all be, like, this gigantic army can be defeated by one dude. But maybe that means that the Hyrule guards are weaker because they can't do that.
Or maybe they both blow.
Yeah, it's just a collision of ass. And not the good kind. Whoa, who's this cool guy?
This guy's pretty cool. He's Volga. He's an original character, but he's a reference to Volvagia.
From Ocarina of Time, Jacob.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was fucking, the door was open.
It says you had no reaction. I'm like, I don't know if he actually knows who that is.
Volvagia, isn't Volvagia that big dragon that you fight early on? No, that's just a big Dodongo. Okay, I'm a Zelda fucking noob, okay?
Volvagia is the dragon you fight later in the game.
Okay, I don't think I got that
It's
far.
the flying Asian dragon.
Oh, yeah, I remember him now.
Oh yeah, Impa. Impa is an utter badass in this game.
Honestly, to me, I think that's one of the biggest appeals to not only this game, but to a lot of the Warrior games when they take another property. They make fucking anybody playable.
Yeah, that's something I really do appreciate about this game. And like I said earlier, I want to play as Breath of the Wild Zelda because she's controversial, it seems, but I fucking love her. And I want to see her kick some ace. I was so sad she wasn't in Smash Brothers. He's more of a researcher than a fighter, so we put the one from the 3DS game. Give me my girl. Fuck you, Nintendo. I know better than you. The guy who's played one Zelda game.
I played Breath of the Wild once, and I know more than Zelda than you.
The game that is so different from all the other Zeldas. Do you understand the significance of Mikau Lake and Lulu Lake being next to each other?
No. That's adorable. Fuck you. I mean, I know you don't know that. I'm sorry.
I don't. I need to play other Zelda games, specifically the top-down ones, because I remember I played Link to the Past for a hot minute, quite liked it, and I heard Link Between Worlds is amazing. I need to give that a shot too, but I'm just like, it's not on Switch. I have to play my 3DS.
I really liked A Link Between Worlds, for what it's worth.
Yeah, I heard that game. I've heard absolutely nothing but immense praise for Link Between Worlds. Like, I remember when it was coming out, it's like, wow, like people are like serious about how good this Zelda game is. Like, but then Breath of the Wild came out, it's like, oh, they're still serious about it. Like with a lot of the more recent Zelda games, like, of course they all come out and it's like, oh, it's so fucking good, and then people start turning on it in a few years, like what happened with like Twilight Princess or especially Skyward Sword. What am I talking about?
No, you're right. They had that.
No, you're on.
No, I know I'm right, but I just kept going. Oh.
And now Jacob would like to inform you about the Dewey Decimal System. And that's your explanation.
Oh my god, Link does the fucking Rouge the Bat fucking edition of vomiting bombs.
At least he got like he opened the chest and he's actually throwing it with his hands as to whatever vomit technique Rouge is doing.
Now we're Zelda! We can kick ass with her. She's pretty
Yeah.
cool. She fights with a rapier. Because she's a royal and shit.
Yeah,
do
remember when she had one in like Twilight Princess and then she dropped it?
I do quite like this edition of Zelda too. I love the paints.
She's got a really good design. It's very royal, but also, like, you could reasonably see that as armor.
Yeah.
And unlike
Like
other
whenever
characters in this, it's not over sexy. To no
I
benefit.
can't wait to get to those. Fucking, whenever I see a female character who doesn't normally wear pants, wearing pants, I'm just like, "Mwah, I'm here for that." It's like fucking spaghetti.
Mwah, you can wear pants.
Let's see her special ability.
What an achievement.
Hell yeah. Light arrows weren't that good. Up, up.
Oh, fucking awesome. You know, I have this rapiers have a very special place in my heart because I think Raphael from Soul Calibur 2 was the first character I ever mained when I was like 6.
For a second, I thought you were going to say special place in my heart because that's where you usually pierce people with rapiers.
That would have been a fucking bomb-ass pun. But no, I have a sentimental reason, Yoshi.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Rapier characters are awesome.
Yeah. Raphael rules. Then I bought Soul Calibur 1 and I'm like, he's not in this game. What am I doing?
In fact, the next Phantom Thief for Persona 5 Royale is actually a rapier user.
Oh yeah, Persona 5 is getting a Warriors game.
Yep, and that was Persona 5S. Not the S wasn't for Switch. I believe it stood for like Strike something McJigger. I don't remember, but it's just a Warriors game, which I'm absolutely gonna buy and play actually.
But I want to play Persona 5, but I want to make absolute goddamn sure it's not coming out on Switch before I buy it. Because I'm in my everything must be played on Switch phase. I bought Saints Row the Third on Switch today, knowing that it wasn't a great port, but I still bought it because it's passable and it's on Switch, and I like that game.
Scramble, thank you, Chad.
Scramble, yeah.
Link, have you just been standing around this whole time?
He needs a break.
Yeah.
He mowed down like 8 million people by himself.
But yeah, the soundtrack is basically just semi-metal covers of Zelda music.
Boss. I'm definitely gonna have to give this game a try. Like it's looking more fun. Like whenever I watch you play Thick Game Store, they always look more fun. I don't know what it is.
Maybe because I'm good
so
at
when
them.
Oh, yeah, because it's like there's a big difference between when you watch some YouTuber you've never heard of. It's like, hey, what's up, Gamer Nation? We're gonna game it up. And
Yo,
like,
what's up, everybody? Smash that like button, smash that bell, smash my goddamn face in, smash your ears so you don't have to hear my piercing fucking voice.
Smash my car, smash me,
smash
with a bus.
brothers!
A game I will play for a week! I forgot what my point was. I remember it now. Okay, it was... it was that, like, there's a difference between that and, like, hey, 3 friends hanging out and, just watching you play a game and commentating about it.
It helps that I'm only half listening, honestly. But also, this is a game where, like, you can kind of go on autopilot.
Yeah, that's honestly one of the things that I was worried about, because like with all these enemies, I don't think you've gotten hit once.
I've gotten hit a few times, but you don't really register it. Now, there are gold sculptures around here that give you, I think, concept art, or at least special art. Oh, hello, Lizalfos.
Honestly, I think that's part of the appeal for me, because, like, I play through a lot of games, and sometimes I can use a dumb game where I'm just mowing through shit without even thinking about it, and feeling like the coolest guy ever. Like, I would absolutely love to play a game like this after Pikmin. Not for Let's Play purposes, I just mean in general.
Yeah, I mean, this is already a Let's Play. We're doing the whole story mode. Maybe not today, but we will, for the purposes of uploading as the proper LP at some point. But this, again, because it's a stream LP, it's a casual LP. So, like, if we're not super informative or what have you, that's to be expected.
Yeah. God, I want to get a good capture card so that I can I want to do kind of a Let's Play like this for, I don't know if anyone here gives a shit about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, but that's like one of my favorite games of all time. It's not really fit for like a pre-recorded Let's Play because it's You know, it's a card-based RPG. It's very visually samey. But I think doing like a casual stream of it would be a lot of fun. And I just need to have a good way to record my PS2.
I hear him. He's around here.
That was especially funny because I don't know what you heard.
I hear the Skulltula. I didn't mean to press
Okay.
that.
Oh.
That sounded very intimidated. I hear him. He's coming for me.
I hear Jacob.
Oh no! I thought we got rid of him.
I was gonna say, Link, don't, but it's fine. The sword swings doesn't make the bombs detonate.
Maybe he's outside.
So
there he is.
That one board game you play in Easy Fusions. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's essentially like it's a tactical RPG that plays nothing like actual Yu-Gi-Oh! But god fucking damn, I adore that game so much. But fuck Pegasus and fuck Mai. They're the worst in the game. They're the worst fucking fights.
I'm sure people will be into watching that. I mean, like, I once watched a speed run. It was one of the PlayStation 1 Yu-Gi-Oh games, and like the rules weren't refined yet, and so the speedrunner would like manipulate the game because I think it was like a task or something. Pretty sure it was a task, and like he would always get the same combination. For whatever reason, these two cards would always win no matter what you did. And it would just do like 1,000,000 life point damage, and you just win, and he was just burning through the whole game like that.
I'm gonna guess it was Forbidden Memories, because I always saw that game advertised. I never played it though. I heard it's good.
I feel like that one actually might have been it.
It's so weird. Like, all the console Yu-Gi-Oh games are pretty much their own game. Like, there's Duelist of the Roses, which is like a board-based tactical RPG. There's fucking Capsule Monster Coliseum, which is kind of the same thing, but with eggs. There's Forbidden Memories. I don't know how that plays, but I know it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! There's this GameCube game. I rented it when I got my Wii, thinking I could play with a Wiimote and nunchuck. I was wrong. So I don't know how it played, but it wasn't actually like Yu-Gi-Oh! It looked more like Pokemon. But like, all the handheld games are where like the actual Yu-Gi-Oh's at.
Hey, Gorons!
Gore Boys! Ew.
Focus your spirit. Because you really need to at this point. Now, right now I have the ability to also play as Impa, and Impa is one of my favorite characters, so as soon as we talk to the Great Fairy who's hiding back here, I'm going to switch to Impa.
Yeah! I love the fucking bomb throwing. So goofy.
He kind of looks like a cat when they're trying to climb up something when he throws the bomb.
So get your ass over here.
If you switch to me, I'll get there faster.
Yeah, it was Falsebound Kingdom. Again, I don't know anything about how that game plays. I just literally watched, like, the title screen, trying my best to control it with a Wiimote. Yeah, what do I do?
So this is Impa. She just flies the fuck all over and wrecks everything with a huge ass sword.
Oh my god, that's great.
I'm still an advocate for Impa for Smash.
Hell yeah.
I want Urbosa first, but you know, Breath of the Wild fucker over here.
I mean, both would be good choices, to be honest.
Both of them. 2 of the DLC fighters are from Zelda. That won't make anyone mad. You know, it might not.
Honestly, I don't think it would, since people have been wanting a new Zelda character for a while.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been one since Melee, technically, unless you count Toon Link. Which is just, you know, another Link.
I would say that people do count Toon Link, so I'll say since Brawl.
I mean, it's another character, but it's not another character.
I understand.
You know?
I understand what you mean. Like, it's another character, but it's still named Link.
Yeah. I feel like every stream at some point divulges into who would you want as DLC in Smash? I don't know. Gonna have to wait till E3 because I'm sure that's when the next one will be.
Well, I mean, there are some neat latest speculation things. You've always heard of a thing called Google theory?
God, I don't even know.
Well, I won't go into it, but the characters that people have been pinpointing are honestly really interesting, if that's for real. And yeah, I would understand why Reggie was like, you wouldn't predict any of these characters.
Oh, the Great Fairy is really pretty in this game. Hello, I'm a Goron.
I'm gonna eat the bomb. I'll give you the bomb, I mean. Oh no, the fairies! Oh, okay. They just took all the bombs to die.
Link's like, give me just another, 10 minutes. I could have done that with my sword.
When you have high morale, you get irradiated. You guys might want to refresh the stream. You're still a bit far behind.
Right, I've refreshed a few times. I'm still pretty far behind. Oh, wait. I think it may have gotten better. It's got a little better, yeah.
Alright, the boss time. Good old King Dodongo.
Oh. Hey, I fought this boss once. I really liked the way he hit you with grass.
Yeah, he's got a nice little redesign.
I'm gonna do it with it, but... Wait. The game wouldn't let me. It immediately went to a cutscene.
Remember that one time in Wind Waker when King Dodongo came in and said, "Oh, I killed your dad, Link," and he was like, "Oh no."
That's too bad. I never got to meet him.
Every time you make a joke about Wind Waker, it makes me think, wow, you really never saw that Let's Play of mine. I don't care.
Sorry.
I mean, he's made it clear he hasn't watched any of mine either.
I haven't watched your Zelda LPs because I'm still in the maybe one day I'll play these games.
It's okay, Jacob. I don't actually care.
I know.
Oh, I missed.
I've been watching your Pikmin LPs. I'm all caught up on those.
Oh, I thank you.
By the way, I volunteered to not be a part of it because Pikmin always seemed like a Thorn, Yoshi, and Travis thing. So I was just like, if anyone is asking why I wasn't in that, because I assumed they are, because me. But
I mean, lately they're just asking why Travis isn't in it.
I mean, the one thing that I'll never understand is that sometimes people think you're Travis.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. We don't sound anything alike.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh no.
Right in the mouth, Christ. Is this game rated T? Oh wait, nope, don't answer that. I have the reference material.
It may be faster for me to just answer yes.
Nope, my shelf is right there. You don't have to.
He really wanted to go the extra mile, you see.
Yeah, my shelf is just right there. It's no big deal.
God damn, that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm just fucking tight in this game. Gumdrops.
Maybe I shouldn't swallow.
No, I could probably use a game like Hyrule Warriors because lately the games I've been playing are Bayonetta and Dark Souls, two games where you have to very much pay attention. You don't seem to have to pay much attention in this game, and I could probably use that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and another thing is they have difficulty settings, so if you want something a little more challenging, or you do want to pay attention, you can just set it higher. Or if you just want, oh my god, or if you just want like a podcasty game, like somebody in the chat mentioned, I agree. This seems like the kind of game where I would do that.
Yeah, to me, a podcast game, it's not necessarily a game where you don't have to pay attention. It's just a game where you don't have to listen. Because, with games like Dark Souls or any story-based games, games with like a lot of cutscenes or anything. It's just like I don't want to listen to anything else while I play this. I just want to listen to the game. But with a game like this, or like even Super Smash Brothers or anything of the sort, I mean, you don't gotta listen to that. I can listen to music or a podcast or a video while I play those.
I would play Fire Emblem Warriors. I'll be interested in that. The only thing that makes me go about Warriors is just it's a very petty thing, but it's just like, where the fuck is Roy?
Roy's not in it?
No, he's not. In fact, the only ones that are there, I believe, are the characters from Awakening, from Fate, Marth, of course, and some of the other like miscellaneous characters, I believe. And when they were asked about Roy, and I know like in the Fire Emblem community, like his game never came out over here, and he's like the weakest lord, blah blah blah. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna save Roy and everybody else for a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, cool.
It's like the sequel this game got.
Yeah, it got like 3 million definitive editions. Those are like sequels, right? That being said, I probably would still play it anyway because I do genuinely like Awakening.
I should
Fates
play a
is-
Fire Emblem game.
Fates is, but you know, like it's not worse.
I should try Fire Emblem. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. That I've heard the gameplay is similar. I'm waifu trash.
Yeah, absolutely. I recommend you get Fire Emblem Awakening as your first. Save the franchise, one of the best. Oh yeah, Three Houses is coming out soon.
Is the harmonious
That game looks a little ugly.
and courage.
From what I can tell, I mean, a lot of people seem to agree with me, but like the environments look very bland. Characters are cute. Fucking what's his name? Claude. Ooh, Claude. I like Claude. I like Claude.
A hero, clad in green, would restore peace to the land.
That's my commentary on Fire Emblem Three Houses. Jacob Russell. I like Claude.
During one of these dark times,
I'm gonna feel like a dumbass if that's not his name. The yellow guy.
sealing each away to finally break the cycle of destruction. 3 of the fragments were scattered across time and space. The final fragment was sealed in a sacred temple built upon holy ground.
I always like how in
imprisoned by the
Zelda,
evil's bane.
they always talk about somebody dressed in green. And it's like, okay, but is that really Link, though? That could be anybody.
Just some jack-off in a green hoodie.
Some drunk dude passed out at a tavern.
Wait, let's actually show what that is. That's the wrong thing.
The house that I want to join in for that game is the one with the stag emblem on it, because I like deer.
You've collected rupees.
Yeah, you collected a shitload, actually.
Is that a lot? 9,000?
Quite a bit. Like, to do anything with it, you need several thousands. And of course there's crafting of some sort.
Well, I'm assuming it won't be too obnoxious. Especially since there's so many enemies and things that they just have like a billion different drops.
I got Zelda's leg.
Aw, yeah.
Oh, no, where's the rest of her?
Her not even like her thigh and hip. Hooray.
Hooray. Okay, Era of the Wilds. I thought that said Ear of the Wilds.
The thought, the herd, the hear of the wilds. So he could dress as Breath of the Wild Link? I don't know why that surprises me. So he could play as Breath of the Wild Zelda.
You just can't wait to see anything Breath of the Wild related.
Specifically Breath of the Wild Zelda. Because I love her. Oh yeah, Linkle. I forgot about her. I saw her in the menu there.
Yeah, and she fights with crossbows, which is really cool.
Let's craft an empty bottle out of rags.
Oh yeah.
You know, if it were that easy, do you know how many Zelda games would be game, set, and match?
Hornet larva. You crafted life.
I mean, Link is a man of many talents.
I love how the Goron tunic in that picture just looks like a polo that a dad would wear.
It's referencing the Goron tunic from Ocarina of Time, but actually that would be better if it's just a regular ass polo.
Hello there. I hear someone has some fire I would like to be immune to. Oh my.
Wonderful.
Bit of a spoiler, but Sheik's in this.
Oh no. How could you spoil the fact that one of the most, like, famously combat, like, proficient characters would be in this combat game?
And Ganondorf.
Oh yeah! On fucking big Goron boy with the beard, King Darunia.
Yep.
Correct.
Yes! I
Got
knew
him one.
that.
One strained one.